If you had to describe your performance at UMass in one word, what would it be?
Stoned.
Why do live performances matter?
Well, too many screens means you're not in the world, and it's just not a natural way to live. First of all, you can't even look at someone in the eye on a screen. All of my energy now is trying to get people into the same room. So many misunderstandings happen because someone reads something or a post, and it's like they don't see the expression, they don't see how people say it. So you start getting misapprehensions, you start getting judgments, you start getting, how dare you? And it's like the complexity, let's say the full spectrum of a person does not come through except in person. Like cannabis, when you only have one element of it, it's not as healthy as the full plant, and the full plant of a person, the complexity of a person. Much harder to be offended by someone when they're in front of you, and it's much harder for them to offend you. So to me, it's about understanding complexity, not demanding black and white. That is for our enemies.
What makes you care about the work that you do?
I had very good mentors that introduced me to, let's say, non-mainstream things very early, which tend to come from personal need for the project rather than some commercial need. Growing up in the time of AIDS, I saw how art and activism came together in a very complex and throw everything at it by any means necessary way. And oddly, it succeeded, and I think we need a bit of that now. When the powers that be seem unattainable, you turn on your friends sometimes. You're not pure enough. I'm this, you're not. I'm white, you're not. I'm black, you're not. Do you really only want autobiographies? Or do you want, the mixed party is always better. I want to know, I want to learn. I want to have a good time. And that's, again, in person. Because of these great mentors, I go towards what I feel, whether it's commercial or not. But if you don't have the job that's feeding your soul, then the soul shrinks. I've always gone towards the things that feed my soul, and I will never be rich because I don't have what it takes to subvert myself into what a large number of people need. I just can't do it. I don't know how to do it. That's probably saved me from becoming what I've seen other good people become, because they're only paying attention to what sells, and they've lost themselves. They've lost themselves as artists and as people. And money will corrupt. I don't wish poverty on anyone because that'll destroy you. But then too much money can destroy you in a different way. I'm a bit of a socialist, a bit of an anarchist, and a bit of a capitalist. I think you need a bit of everything to keep things moving. To me, I follow what I have to do. I follow what's fun. I'm not dumb about, paying the bills, but I am not going to run after money.
What can audiences look forward to in your performance with Amber Martin at UMass?
Amber's my homie, my band wife. For many years. We've also been DJing together for 18 years. She is a life force. She is the 70s, the best of the 70s. It's soul, it's guts, it's heart. She channels so much, but her own energy is incredibly eclectic. One of the best voices I've ever heard. It reminds you of the great parts of the 70s. Flexibility, it was about let's try it. It was about why not. I think she probably will do one of her kick-ass songs that Bette did, as well as one of her own, because she has an amazing country album out now. And probably she'll do her song, I Left My Weed in Texas and That Ain't Cool, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm John Cameron Mitchell. Come on down to Bowker Auditorium. We're going to rock your socks off. Some queer, punk, and good times for all. It'll be very loose, and maybe smoking pot on stage. It's going to be a good time, and we can talk about where we are now in the world.